What if for the first time you actually decide to plan your year and stick with the plan this time around? And guys, I'm not even talking about New Year resolutions, all right? I am talking about having an actual plan for the year. So personally, I love to plan. Okay, I'm the kind of person that would love to plan my year before it begins. You guys know that I have a journal, I have books for each year, and I'm always writing down stuff in the book, right? And I think it's something you should try. I think it's something you should really try. But the challenge with these things, this our common way of planning, is that oftentimes when we plan for the entire year, midway into the year, and I'm even being nice when I'm saying mid-year into the year, most times about 2 months into the year, and all of your plans are forgotten. Which is why, guys, when I encountered this book and the method that I'm about to share with you, I just knew that it's something I'm going to try out in the new year. And you know how I love to share stuff with you. When I get good stuff, I love to share it with you, which is why I decided to share it with you, just in case you might want to also, learn something from this method and probably also join me on my journey. So guys, let me introduce you to this masterpiece. It's the 12-week year. I don't know if you can see it. This is the book. You guys, this is an actual masterpiece. It was written by Brian Moran and Michael Lennington, and it's a bomb. Now, of course, I'm not going to give you a summary of the book, but I just wanted to give you like one or two, I want to touch on some things that this book entails that really helped me, right? And I'm just going to share that with you. That's all. Okay. So generally, the 12-week year is like trying to challenge your common thinking of, there are 12 months in the year. So what Brian and Michael said here, they're trying to say, what if instead of saying we have 12 months in a year, what if you took your year to be 12 weeks? So it's like setting a periodic time for the year. So you're going to have a 12-week year, a 12-week year, another 12-week year. It's like having several sets of 12-week years in a year. Do you understand? So technically, they're saying that your year would no longer be 12 months, it will now be 12 weeks. And that is phenomenal, guys, because if you have 12 weeks in a year, that means every week represents a month. And that means every day represents a week. And imagine wasting a week of your life or wasting a month of your life. That's why the idea is very challenging, and it's something I think will really help me. And I've decided I'm going to jump on it in 2025. So guys, I picked up a few things from it, and I just want to share it with you briefly. The methodology. There's a methodology that he shared that can help you accomplish this 12-week year, in my own understanding. All right, and so I'm just going to share it briefly with you. Let's get into it. So guys, let's do this together. All right, so let's say we're having a 12-week year, right? The first thing you're going to need to do is get a big vision. Everyone has a vision. The question is your vision big enough? Because trust me, it needs to be. So it's just one vision. Focus on one big vision. This is your life's purpose. Why are you doing all of this? Why do you want to do all the things you want to do eventually? So let's say, is it because you want to, let's say, be retired at age 40, maybe build your own private institution in the next 5 years, whatever it is? Get a big vision. That's the first step for your 12-week year. And now the next thing you want to do when you have a vision is to get a plan. Because if you have a vision, and you need to get a plan, or else this vision will not work. So your big vision requires a big plan. All right. And now planning, you're going to need goals. So let's say you have 4 goals for the entire year. Goals. All right. So let's say you have goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, and goal 4. You have 4 goals for the 12 weeks. All right. So your goal is just something very specific. For instance, your first goal could be make $200,000 from content writing in the first 12 weeks. That's a specific goal. All right. It could be anything. It could be lose 30 pounds organically, right? It could be anything. It could be whatever it is that is leading up to the big vision. All right, whatever it is that connects to your big vision. Okay, so you want to have a goal. All right, so let's say my goal is that I want to get that $200K from content writing, which I am going to get, actually, guys. All right, by the end of 12 weeks. So remember that it needs to be as specific as possible. So this is my first goal. All right, and my advice to you would be, don't pick too many goals. Just get a few goals, 3 or 4, so you can focus your energy on that. So you can choose one goal for your physical life, one goal for your spiritual life, one for your financial life, one for your emotional life. You know how it happens, right? So let's say this is my financial or my career goal. Now the next thing you want to do is have tactics. How do you plan to achieve this goal? So we are going to need tactics. All right, and now these tactics are the things that you're going to be doing in order to make these goals a success. So your first goal is goal 1 is get 200K, right? So you're going to get tactic 1, tactic 2, tactic 3, tactic 4. So you're going to get, let's say you're going to get about 4 things that you are going to do weekly or daily, whatever it is. You're going to set a time schedule. All right, you're going to set a duration right here and ensure that you get these things done by this time. Okay, so it could be send out pitches every Tuesday, to potential clients. That is your tactic. That is how you intend to get the clients they are going to make you this $200,000 in the 12 weeks. Do you understand? So now I hope you're still following me. So now we have the big vision, we have the goals that will give us this big vision, we have the tactics that will give us this goal. Now there are 2 more things we need, and the next one is process control. Process control. So this is basically making sure that you stick with your plan. And there's just one thing that caught my eyes in the entire book. There's something he said, everything made sense, but something really caught my eyes, and that is the WAM. So it's like, this is for weekly accountability meetings. So Brian and Michael suggest that you have a small group of people that can keep you accountable and that you can meet weekly to them to ensure that you are keeping with your goals. So your weekly meetings will just be to review your past week, what you did to ensure that your goals are getting met, what you didn't do, what you have to do. Basically, that's the process control. And I really like this method because it keeps you in check. If you do it alone, chances are very slim. So yes, and then the final thing I like is keeping a scorecard, right? Keeping a scorecard. This is also very important. So you said you wanted to hear our tactic was that we were going to get send out a pitch every Tuesday. So you can decide that at the end of 4 weeks, you check how many Tuesdays did I actually send out a pitch. All right, and you can score yourself from 0 to 100%. So if you sent out 4 pitches in 4 weeks, then you have 100%. If you sent out 2, then you have 50%. If you sent out none, you have 0%. Now, scorecards can be crazy because they make you feel, they are very brutally honest, but it's something that you need to do. You need to keep score so that you can know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So guys, this is it. This is the 12-week year plan. I mean, there's a lot more in the book, but this is what I personally got and I'm going to be using. So you get a big vision, you get about 3 or 4 goals to meet this vision, you get tactics to meet each goal, then you have process control, and then you keep a scorecard. So that's it, guys. I do hope that you have picked up a thing or two from this book, right? It's something I am personally trying to do. I'm going to do it. I have already decided to do it. I've made my plan for the year and I'm going to stick with it, all right? And I just wanted to put it out there in case you, as a person, decide that you also want to, share the plan with me, then we can move ahead from there, right? So, yes, that's it, guys. I hope that if you got here, then you got value. I hope that you learned something new, and I hope that you're planning to, implement it in your personal life. If you are planning to implement it, also feel free to, let me know in the comments so that we can bond. Yes. So, and guys, remember, I highly recommend this book. If you can get it, if you can, I think there are PDFs available. I don't know. You can check and you can download it. If you can't, get a hard copy so that you can read it and read it. This is the kind of book that I feel like you read this after every 12 week, you read it again, just so you can refresh your memory and keep the entire purpose in mind all the time. But yes, that's it, guys. I hope that if you got to this point, you are already subscribed, but if you're not, then kindly click the subscribe button. Thank you so much, guys, for staying till the end of this video. See you in my next video. Bye.